What's going on, Set Apart Gardens family, man? Hey, shalom, peace and blessings, greetings and salutations to everybody. Hope y'all having a good day, man. I just wanted to come to y'all with a video, man. Well, first off, let me show you my progress. I got 3 raised beds right here. Got the deep raised beds, you know, just to kind of get prepared, you know what I'm saying, for our upcoming garden, spring garden or whatever the case may be. Then we got our banana trees blooming. Let me show y'all the pear tree as well. You know, everything is coming together. But I got the pear tree that's blooming. I just put this right here probably about 2 weeks ago. Just put it in the ground, so I'm gonna leave it in the ground because it's been in the container long enough and it's been outgrowing the container pretty much. But anyways, man, I hope y'all doing good today. I just want to come to y'all real quick with a quick video, you know, while I do a couple of things. Or mainly one thing is I'm putting this gate up for my new sheep pen, for my new sheep paddock. So I'm gonna be doing that. And I just wanted to bring a quick word to y'all, man. And you know, I'll get into it why I wanted to bring this quick word. But you know, this is just a, you know, just a reminder, man, to take care of what takes care of you, right? And I say that because and don't get me wrong, I'm not just talking about things or objects or, you know, nothing like that, but also people as well. Take care of who takes care of you, take care of what takes care of you. So that means everything. That goes from your tools, that goes for your land, that goes for your job, your business, your animals, your pets, your spouse, your parents. Just whoever or whatever takes care of you, make sure you take care of it. And I say that because I think a lot of times we take things for granted, right? The things that give us life or that helps us in our life and makes our life easier, I feel like a lot of times we take advantage of it and we don't really understand the true magnitude of, say, if we were to lose that thing, right? So say for instance, you're neglecting your animals or your livestock, right? You're neglecting your chickens or your turkeys or your sheep. Let's say you have a whole flock of chickens that just die because they've been neglected. You ain't been feeding them, giving them water, been giving them, you know, dewormer or just maintaining them. But they provide you eggs every day, or they provide you meat. Let's say, you know, all of a sudden you've been neglectful and you haven't been taking care of it. Then now you're lacking in something. You're lacking in sustenance. You're lacking in food. Where you had, you know, a dozen of eggs coming to you every day, now you don't have any more. Now you have to go and buy eggs. Or you have to go and buy new chickens. Or you have to go buy new chicks and raise them up because you didn't take care of what took care of you. Same thing, you know, with other livestock. If you don't take care of it, how can you expect for it to continue to take care of you? You know, it's reciprocity. You see what I'm saying? And that also goes for the people in your life as well, man. When you take people for granted, you see what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of people who take their parents for granted. And, you know, people don't live forever, right? And their parents, you know, end up passing or whatever the case may be. Now they're out here all alone with a mind full of regrets because they didn't cherish, you know, that support and that stability that they had with the people or the person that was taking care of them, right? It's the same thing in business, right? And this is really why I wanted to kind of give y'all this reminder, is because, you know, it's a business that I frequent, right? That I go often to. And one day, you know, and I go to this business like every other day, right? And, you know, I went and I bought a product, and when I got home I realized that there was something wrong with the product. You see what I'm saying? It was already open. It had already been open. So I took it back, and the guy who I see every other day when I come in here to buy this product, right, he knows who I am. So I said, hey man, you know, this was, you know, it was tampered with, it was open, whatever, can I replace it? You see what I'm saying? Can I just get a replacement for it? It wasn't a day later or nothing like that. It was literally a few minutes later, right? And he was like, oh no, because it's gonna come out of my check, blah, 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 this and that, the third, the owner and all this. He, you know, because, you know, you telling me this, but I don't really know. But I'm like, I come in here and I spend money several times a week. So let's just say I go in there and I spend $10 every other day. Or let's just say $50 a week, right? That's $100 every 2 weeks. That's $200 every month, right? $200 every month for 12 months. That's $2,400 that I'm spending in your establishment a year. Now, it might not seem like much, but this is only one customer. And that's the power of having, you know, a regular customer or clientele. You see what I'm saying? Because when you have a lot of regulars, those what seems like to be little bits add up to a lot, versus a person that comes in once every year and makes a huge purchase. You know that the everyday person who comes every day is the one that keeps the business afloat. So you want to treat those people right. You would think that, right? But anyways, long story short, you know, the guy, he didn't allow me to exchange the product out. And I said, okay, that's fine. I'll never come and shop here again, right? Now, I know I'm just one person. You know what I mean? I know it's probably not gonna make a huge dent in their business, but at the same time, that mindset eventually will make it to where they do go out of business, or that their business doesn't survive because of the simple fact of you're not taking care of what takes care of you, and you're taking advantage of it. You just think automatically that people are just gonna come and shop just because you're here. And that's not the case always. That's not the case, and you know, a lot of the times, right? Because when you neglect those who take care of you, or what takes care of you, you're gonna feel it in the end, right? So that goes just for anything and everything. That's not just for business, but if you are a business owner, make sure, make sure, even if you may feel like, oh well, they might be trying to get over, or whatever the case may be, understand that it's the customers that are literally sustaining your business. They're literally the ones who you're depending on for your livelihood, for this business to stay afloat. It's not you. It's not necessarily the product, because we live in a capitalistic society. You can go anywhere and get a product. So if they're not being taken care of or treated good, then they'll just go elsewhere to get the product. And now you're going to be left with the huge overhead, and you're going to be struggling. And that's the same thing for, you know, even in farming, even in homesteading, even in gardening. If you don't take care of the plants that you expect to give you food, then how could you expect to be sustained? You see what I'm saying? How could you expect, if you're neglecting literally what you want to produce you food, how are you expecting it to produce if you're neglecting it? You're not taking care of it, but you're expecting it to take care of you. It doesn't work like that. You see what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, don't take things for granted. Don't take people for granted. You know, don't take for granted even your relationship with the Most High. Don't take it for granted. You're expecting the Most High to take care of you and bless you, but you're literally not even taking the time to spend with the Most High, taking the time to take care of your relationship with the Most High, right? You're not taking the time to go into the Spirit. You're not taking the time to pray, to put Him first, to get in His Word. But you're expecting blessings to come upon you. You're expecting grace and mercy to come upon you when you're literally not even taking care of your relationship with the Most High. You see what I'm saying? So it goes for everything, man. And I just want to give you that reminder so you don't forget it and get too complacent and get too arrogant, right? And get too entitled. And now you're expecting that even if I don't put into it, it's still supposed to give to me. That's the problem with majority of our people nowadays. Not even just black people. This isn't even just it's not a race thing. This is a culture thing in America. We have too many entitled people that they expect things from, or they expect things to produce that they aren't investing into. They expect them to just get and get and get and not give. You see what I'm saying? And I hate to sound like a motivational speaker. I'm not trying to sound like that or nothing like that, but it's just literally something that came to me. And I'm even talking to myself. I'm not just, you know, talking at y'all. I'm talking to myself, because I have to heed these things as well. You see what I'm saying? And I can admit that I have not been perfect in it. So I'm just saying, take care of what takes care of you. You feel what I'm saying? If you, and that goes even back to being a good steward that I've been talking about lately. Just stewardship. When you take care of things, and when you take the time to invest in things and people, whatever the case may be, then it will gladly produce for you, or they will gladly produce for you. I mean, that's just like, okay, think about it. You've done something good for somebody, right? Now you're not expecting them to, you know what I'm saying, just worship you and bow down, but you are expecting them to be appreciative, right? You ever bought something for your child and they were just like, oh, okay, oh, well, and then they just, you see what I'm saying? No thank you, no nothing. They just, oh, you know what I mean? And this is something that you've taken your hard-earned money that you've been slaving on this job or slaving in this business to make, and you literally go and get something, and you put your time and your efforts into getting something for this child, and they're ungrateful. Or, you know, let's say they do seem appreciative, but their actions don't seem appreciative. You buy them this new pair of shoes and they outside cutting the grass in it. You see what I'm saying? You buy them these new clothes and they outside running around playing football in it. You see what I'm saying? It's like, man, the sacrifice I made for you to have this, look like somebody just stopped. But the sacrifice that I made for you to have this, you're not even appreciative of it. You see what I'm saying? So that's that same feeling. I'm trying to see if this dude, okay. Yeah, I don't know, the dude just stopped over there, so I was just making sure he wasn't trying to talk to me. But yeah, so that's literally the same exact feeling, right? When you know, when you're not taking care of what takes care of you, right? If you've ever had a spouse or a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever the case may be, and you went all out, you know, on one of these holidays or a birthday or whatever the case may be, and they didn't appreciate it, or you taking somebody on a date and this was literally your last that you put into it, and you know, it might not be a top tier steakhouse, but you at a good restaurant that has good food, right? And you know, they treat it like it's like, oh, well you supposed to take me here, you supposed, the entitlement. They're not taking care of who takes care, you know what I'm saying? They're not reciprocating, and the whole time they're not even bringing nothing to the table. You're paying for everything. So it's like, you get, you know, it's that feeling of, man, I'm not being appreciated. It's the same thing when you don't take care of what takes care of you. That's how the earth feels when you just constantly just pulling and not giving to it. That's how your animals feel when they just, when you know, they producing, but you're giving them the bare minimum. You're not giving them the nutrition they need. You're not giving them, you know, the proper shelter, the proper food, the proper water. You see what I'm saying? You're not giving back. You're not investing in, but you're expecting a return. So we have to get out of that entitled mindset, right? We have to get out of that just get and don't give. But excuse me, I just say all that to say, take care of what takes care of you, and I promise you the earth will produce for you. The people will have no problem with doing for you. Your animals will love you, and you know, you'll be able to benefit 10-fold, 20-fold, 50-fold, 100-fold if you just invest in and take care of what takes care of you. So let me put this gate on real quick, y'all. And I'm expecting to have this paddock fenced in. I got my fence over there, so I'm expecting to have it fenced in probably like within the next week. But I'm just putting the gate up, and then I got to put some shelters for the sheep, because you know, I got a couple of pregnant ewes, so I want them to be in a new paddock. Because you see, I mean, look at the grass is growing versus over here in their paddock where they've eaten it all down. They've been in here for way too long, man. That's my fault. So here's an example of me taking care of what takes care of me and putting my sheep on new pasture. So let me put this gate up, y'all. So we got that gate up. Now next, we're gonna get the gate and stuff like that. I'm gonna have my brother Rakeem come and help me with that. And then, like I said, we're gonna get some shelters built. I already got some. I'm gonna just transform this old chicken coop into a little shelter. And then I'm gonna make one more for them. And you know, just go about it like that. Let me grab my tools. Cause I don't want to leave them out here. Alright, there we go, y'all. Alright, so there we go, y'all. But again, just a reminder, man. Take care of what takes care of you. Don't be surprised, you know, when you're not investing, when you're not investing in what's supposed to take care of you, when it doesn't produce. But that's all I gotta say, man. My camera about to die. Like I always like to say, if you get somebody the power to feed you, give them the power to start you. Peace.
Bombs over Baghdad really ain't that bad. Little wiretap, yes, yes. Little dodge in the IRS. Little haven from the taxman.